There you go. I might
Boom,
turn.
boom, boom. We're live. Howdy, y'all.
Hey!
Star Rider here. I'm here with Dave. Oh, it's the other way. Dave's crazy
We're-
trailer. Dave Winslow here. And how you doing today, Dave?
I'm doing good. Got my new bike license today after waiting about 3 hours in line.
I got to do that here in a few days. I got to get the motorcycle inspected first. Bought tail lights to because I have one out. I think you already knew that.
Yeah, it's been out for a while there, it looks like.
Yeah, on the motorcycle, not the
Mhm.
trailer, which we're going to talk about. And I am not seeing anybody hop on yet. Jeez. Can't post comments to some destination. Huh. I'm surprised nobody is on. Well, we're going to carry on anyway, and then people will probably watch this later.
Probably.
Probably. All right. Okay. Um, we're going to talk about Dave's breakdowns. And somebody just give us a thumbs up. And we're going to talk about mine. I didn't really have any breakdowns, but I certainly had some repairs that I had to do. And there's a few.
It
uh,
happened.
it happened. And I'm going to show the first slide here. I got to hit this present uh, button. And we're going to get this and opened up. And we're going to view that right there. So we can see each other and the whole bit.
The whole bit.
The whole bit here. I mapped all this out. And this is the first slide. There's another slide with some other stuff. But we're going to talk about each one. And I'm going to let Dave talk about each one. And also, we're going to talk about the ones that I had problems with too. So, yeah, because Dave was not alone in his breakdowns and his problems.
You
So
know what
I'm
they
going to put.
say, misery loves company.
Yes, that is true. All right, so we're going to look at the first video. I got videos through this whole bit, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay,
Sounds good
is
to
that good
me.
with you? All
Sure.
right. And let's see, share this tab right here. So we should be able to see this one. There we go. And I am going to play this. Wait a minute, that's not the first one. Days back. What happened to the other one? All right. Well, I don't see it here, Dave. I must have screwed up on this. That's fine. Dave, talk about putting in your starter at Daytona Beach because
Okay, well,
that was the first one.
and actually it was started before that. The starter was, well, I thought the starter was acting up for about 2 years before I left. And I thought, well, I'm going to fix this starter before we go on this trip. And I put a new starter in. And I thought, there we go. That fixed the problem until I got all the way down to Louisiana and it started acting up, doing the same thing that it was doing for the past 2 years before that. So I got to Daytona and it started to act up a little more and more. And I don't know if the heat had anything to do with it, but so I bought a new starter and put it in down there, but that didn't do anything to it. It was still acting up. But I did change out, and some people were saying, "Oh, it's this part or that part," but it
Right.
it ended up not being the starter, and it was probably never the starter to begin with. So I ended up with two new starters, and also the solenoid that tells your starter to work. I did put a new one of them on too, but I don't think the old one was bad. But that was a fun day. I even changed the battery and stuff because some people were saying, "Oh, it's probably the battery, it's this," but
Well,
I
that was
think,
me. I thought it was kind of the battery at first, and
and
well, it
I
wasn't.
literally just changed that right before I left too. And I put the best battery I could put in there and the strongest one I could find. And so, yeah, it wasn't the battery at all.
At all. Okay. I was trying to find that video because I put all these tabs up here with videos and I don't see it for some reason. So we're probably going to skip that. Anyway, it was a cool video. I don't know why I didn't have it. I thought I had this one queued up, but I didn't. Day 21, 48, Pony Hinge. Let me see if I can go one more here. Chinos. Let's see. Daytona Bike Week should be right here somewhere. Dave's in town, breakfast, platinum, raining in Georgia. I don't know where the heck it went. Okay, anyway, back to the next one. Okay, and that's where we go all the way up to the top here. How do you pronounce that town? Always Mahwah, New Jersey, or something like that.
I don't
Manwal.
know. I know it was right on the New York line there.
Yes, it was on the New York line there, and we were at a Pilot gas station. We spent the night there.
Yes.
Real nice lady that worked there or owned the place or whatever. She, I can't even remember her name. Dang it! But she was the nicest lady ever, and you know, she even offered us food and offered to go get Chinese food.
Yeah. I guess she thought we were poor, homeless folks.
Starving to death or something, but we weren't.
No.
Um, no, well, we didn't. Well, we woke up that morning, and lo and behold, Dave, your turn.
Yeah, the bike decided to just not start at all. And it had been acting up, but I figured I'd nurse it all the way back to Missouri and just change bikes out and then continue the trip with the other bike because I
All
have two
right,
bikes.
that's right. Hey,
But
Dave, hold your thought there.
okay.
I found the video. It did have it in
Got
queue.
Dave here. He's getting ready to put in another new starter. Another new starter. Well, isn't the starter up there?
Take the whole exhaust, bring it back, drop the foot peg.
6 hours later.
All right, Dave's got his starter in. He changed his air filters. He put in a new halogen bulb, and it's 6 hours later.
Don't forget, I got to change the oil.
So it might be 7 hours when he's totally done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Be the starter after all.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
8 hours later.
Dave's going to start his motorcycle, and we're going to listen to the starter that was fixed.
Let's try this.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It just kept getting worse.
Yep, got Dave here. He's getting ready to put in
Another new starter.
Oh, it's
new
just
starter.
continuing on.
Isn't
I
the
don't want
starter
it
up
to
there?
continue
Take the
on.
whole exhaust, bring it back, drop the foot peg.
6 hours later.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, that was the video of Dave having to put his starter in and all that when we were at Daytona Beach. Okay, so yeah, you tried starting your bike, it wouldn't start, and when we were up in New Jersey, and you put the starter on a charger, right?
Yes, we tried jump starting it. I tried jump starting off the battery I had on the camper. We tried jump starting it off a van, and I was afraid I was going to fry something in the electrical system. And so then I just slow charged the battery all the way back up again. And we had to do that 3 times, which that did take about 2 hours of just charging a battery with a battery charger.
3 hours.
It could have been 3 hours. It took a long time, but then it finally started. And it could have been also because it was also warming up. It was pretty cold when we first started out that morning. And I don't
Yeah.
know if the temperature had anything to do with it, you know. But anyway, it had been acting up, and then finally it just that's all she wrote there. And I didn't think it was going to start again, but we got her started finally.
All right. And here's the video on that. So we're going to watch this video, okay?
All
I'm gonna
right.
Put this in the tab and start it up.
To mine.
That was the first attempt.
Starter problem.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's just dropping the voltage. Well, he's got the battery charger plug up against the wall here. It says it'll take about 30 minutes to do this. It started!
Finally.
You're gonna head
Oh, it's not done.
back to your daughter's house, right?
Yeah, I'm heading back.
Yeah, but we finally got it started. It's working. He's going to go do that. I'm going to hang around somewhere between New Jersey, New York, or Massachusetts, and then I'm just going to wait on him to come back.
The show will go on.
Yes, it will. Catch you on the road.
Catch you on the road.
Okay.
So, and truthfully, hindsight's 2020. I probably would have ordered that bearing, which I'm sure it probably is. But then again, you know, it still didn't show up until I flew home, picked up the other bike, and got all the way back there. I did order one of the parts, and so when I go back in May, it probably won't take me that long to fix. We'll just call it a day. I'll have it back on the road in a day.
Yeah. So
Maybe less.
hey, Harley One Forever is on. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you on. I didn't think anybody was gonna hop on.
He was on Bob and Tam this morning.
Yeah. So we're looking back at the map.
A map.
So you head down to Fredericks, Maryland, right?
Yes, that's where my
All
bike
right.
still is.
Yes. So, oh yeah, it still is. You're gonna fly back out there and fix it or something.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you got a airplane ticket and flew back home.
Yes.
I just want everybody to know your dedication for trying to finish this ride.
I figured that was the quickest thing I could do.
Right. So he flies home. He gets his bike. He spends 2 days and then rides his bike back to Fredericks, Maryland, and picks up his trailer.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of people want to know why I just didn't pull my other trailer and meet you like in Ohio or something. But
Well,
then I would have missed all them other states.
That's true. So you get your bike or your trailer, and then you head up and you start hitting states that I've already been through, right?
Right. I
Because
hit all the
because
states except for one.
because I'm on my own, so I'm just going. I don't know if you're coming or what. And then we talked, and we were going to meet back at your place at St. Joseph's, Missouri, and that's where we did. We met back up there.
Right.
Right. So let's see what other videos I have in the queue. Oh, this is when we meet. So let's watch this video. Here.
Look, it's Dave.
It's Dave, we're back.
Y'all thought he was just a ghost,
Yeah, I feel that way.
but we're here.
Over
Look at the
3,000
trailer.
miles, mostly in the rain. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, mostly in the rain.
Mostly in the rain.
It did rain a
Great
lot.
place where it says, "Oh, hello." And there's 2 trailers right there. Look at that.
There they are.
Catch you on the road here at Dave's place.
All right.
And the only state I missed was actually Michigan, and that was because they were having a snowstorm along the upper United States there. That's why I had to drop down lower to cut back across. But I was heading there.
Yep, that is true. Now, we were there for a few days getting stuff done before we took off, right?
Yes, I had to put on a new set of tires.
Yeah. And then we noticed that my trailer tire was pretty bad. So we got one of those too. Well, I have a video on this one too, so we'll comment after this one. Let's see here. Let it play.
Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. It's a tire type of day.
Had to come out here. This is the old trailer tire on my trailer, and this is the new tire. And this is supposed to be a heavy duty one, right?
Yes.
Heavy duty.
That's a 6-ply instead of a 4-ply.
Well, that's what I probably need to put on the other one. So
Yeah.
anyway, Dave's got his new tire put on. Let's see if we can see it down there. Yeah. Brand new. Yep, it's a car tire. He likes to run car tires. The new trailer tire put on right here.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, changing oil again. Not bad for a week, right?
Yeah, we're going to be back on the road tomorrow, right?
There's another $100.
Right, right in early.
And that will be March 30th. Catch y'all on the road.
All right. So, yes, Dave runs a car tire on the back of his motorcycle. I used to a long time ago with my Victory Vision, but I couldn't find anybody to change it when I was out and about. So I stopped doing that. Any input on that, Dave?
Oh, don't run a car tire. That's what everybody tells me anyway. But I think they last longer. And, I use a run flat tire that, it works good for me. So, and I personally, especially pulling that trailer, because, you're not supposed to pull a trailer either. But I think they're a little more safer to me. But that's just me.
That's cool. Not a problem at all. Oh, by the way, Dave and his wife were gracious hosts while I was there. Oh, awesome. So, and they didn't have to feed me, and they fed me. So that's another thing.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty good. All right, we're going to look at the next thing here. So we took off. The one thing that's not in here on this map that I put in here was we just got almost out of the city, or I think we got out of the city and was getting ready to cross the state line into Kansas. So we're going to take a look at this video here. And I think it's a pretty short one.
So right
Well,
here, got a little bitty problem here with Dave's bike.
I was right behind Dave, and I noticed his lights weren't on, and they weren't working. And I know they were brighter than that, and they're not working, so he's fixing it. He found the problem. Just a little one. Isn't that right, Dave?
That's right. We get there. Catch you on the road here at the state line of Missouri and Kansas.
It was the ground wire that broke. So it took all my lights out on my trailer.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of had the same problem, but it was a little more extensive than that. So anyhow, yeah. So we go on down the road, and we get to let's see. Let me and where's that slide? That's the one I need to show you. Share this tab instead. Okay, so we get to this place right here, which is in Kansas, and Dave breaks down. Talk about that a little bit, Dave, and then we'll look at the slide.
Yeah, it was like really windy out there, and my clutch just decides to give up on me. It like totally went out. And fortunately, I did make it to the truck stop right there. And I took that clutch out because I had another clutch with me, fortunately.
That's
But
amazing. Number one, he had an extra clutch with you. Oh, Dave, Harley One Forever wants to know what tire ratings do you use when pulling the trailer?
what tire ratings?
I'm thinking he's probably talking about pressure.
Oh, actually, in a car tire, I use about 32 pounds, but my front tires are 38 pounds. Sometimes
Okay.
I run 38 pounds in it. But
Wow.
you can see the wear on it. So when it starts wearing in the center, right on the center, I'll let some of the air out of it so it will wear a little more even.
Okay. So Dave breaks down. He calls me because I'm ahead of him. I didn't know that he wasn't behind me.
Yeah, you got off at the next exit, I believe.
Yes, I did. Well, 2 exits down. So, and then I came back and went to the wrong place, and then came back down further and met up with you. Now, I'm going to play this video here that shows. Let's see. That's not the one. That's the one. Let's share this tab and in here, and let's play it.
Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. We got another problem.
What can I say?
What did your clutch do?
It's so windy, and all of a sudden my clutch, it just went, wah, and then I had no power at all.
Maybe putting in another clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A nice windy day.
Well, I'm here to help.
Short bolt there.
Short bolt there.
This barrel goes in there. See that? So,
Yeah, maybe this one is we got the new clutch plates back in, and now we got to put the spring on, and gotta put this clip on, and gotta do this and that.
let's just pray it works now.
We got the primary back on.
And if they don't find you handsome, make sure they find you handy.
Catch you on the road.
And you know that clutch is probably the one I just put in. That one is it's really still good. So I have a spare clutch now because I don't really think it was the clutch at all. I think it was that pressure plate. And because you know when you rub aluminum, how to turn black. You know, my oil turned to like black tar in 500 miles. But I put that other new clutch in anyway.
So, and I thought it was amazing that he was doing it in the middle of the parking lot. Oh, he's talking about load or weight rating on the tire.
Oh, I
have no
don't
idea.
know. It's good enough for a car, so it's you know, it's way above rated on for what I'm hauling.
All right. Okay. Well, cool. So we think we got the clutch fixed. So we head down the road. Yeah, it worked. We head down the road, and then about 50 miles down the road, he breaks down again. His clutch is going crazy again, and we're on the side of
thought something broke in there.
Yeah, we were on the side of the road with 18-wheelers passing by. We were on the shoulder, and it was just not a whole lot of room there. It wasn't the safest place to be.
No.
Yeah, and you readjusted the clutch enough to get you going down the road. Tell them what you did with your trailer.
Well, actually, I didn't adjust the clutch there because we were on the side of the road, but I disconnected my trailer and I got just enough clutch to get about, I don't know, 2 miles down the road. It was still slipping a lot, but to get it to a safer place to figure out what was wrong with it. but I went ahead and just changed the clutch out again at like midnight.
Yeah, we were at this. I forget the name. I can't see the name there, but it was at a wetland, yeah, educational center there, and uh, I didn't get a whole lot of videos of this for some reason. I don't know. I was just worried
It might
about.
have been that 60-mile-an-hour wind gust.
Yeah, but I did. My trailer did get a video, so we're going to take a look at this. Okay.
All right.
And,
I haven't seen this one.
well, I don't know if you have or not. Okay, here we are. Let me add this to the tab and start it up. Okay, there is no sound to this because it's in hyper. And see, that's me pulling into the parking lot there at the Pilot gas station, or I think it was a Flying J. There you working on the bike. It's laid to its side in the clutch. Now, I did get video of that. This is what I didn't get. So we're on the side of the road here. And there you got trucks and cars coming by and all
Oh
kinds of
yeah.
stuff.
Now semis were coming right next to us.
And if you notice, it's starting to get dark.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets darker and darker, and the cars are going back and forth. Dave takes the trailer off and sets it to the side of the road here, and I think it'll start showing that here in just a minute. Let's go up a little further. See, it's getting darker.
Yeah, because it was almost dark right when that happened.
Right. Well, you see the 18-wheelers going by. It's like crazy. All right, you take off. The trailer's over here to the side, to the right of me, and then I'm following you on the shoulder of the road. You never got over 20 miles an hour.
Oh no, it was slipping like crazy.
Yeah, and for the most part, it was around 10 and 15 miles an hour, and this was 6 miles down the road.
No, was it?
Okay. Yeah, 6 miles. We were going down the road, and we found that first place to turn off. I'm just kind of fast forwarding through here because it's pretty much the same thing going down this road. And you see my taillights out, yeah, on the right hand side. But the brakes work. Let's see, let's go a little further. And yeah, you probably haven't seen this one.
I have not seen that one, no.
And it's my trailer cam on there. And we're over here to the left, you see those lights. That's where that wetland educational center is. And we pull into here. And that's
Yeah,
where
my
we
bike
came
was
out of.
not going anymore.
Yeah. Now, I told Dave I was going to disconnect and go back and get his trailer. And let's see here. Let's go back to, let me go back to our tab here. Okay. Yeah. So I have no video of this at all, but this is the story. Let's see. I guess that's a dry clutch. No, I think it's a wet clutch. Yeah.
It's a wet
Right?
clutch, yes.
Yeah, it's a wet clutch. Yeah, it definitely is. So I go back and I disconnect my trailer, leave it there, go back and get his trailer. I pass it up because I couldn't see very well in the dark. And then I turn around knowing that the trailer wasn't down further. And I came back, picked up the trailer, put it on the hitch, and I go, oh damn. Dave has a 5-pin trailer light connection, and I have a 4-pin. And I was going, oh my! So I pull out a flashlight and I'm taping it on the back of his trailer, the top of it. So because of all these 18-wheelers and stuff, I didn't want them, hitting me. And while I was taping that up, I think he was a state trooper. He came by and then he asked, he goes, so what's going on? And I told him what happened and everything. And he says, Well, you just ride in front of me. So he
You had an
follows.
escort.
Yes, I had an escort. He follows me all the way back to the Wetland Educational Center. And then he was talking to us and everything. Really, really nice officer. Uh, he didn't have to do that at all, and he did. So it was very nice of him to be concerned about my safety and get me back without any problems. I also asked him if it was all right to camp here, and he goes, "Yeah, just camp here." So we stayed there the night.
I thought it was a tornado too. it was it was rocking the campers.
Yes, it was very, very windy last night. I mean, that night. So actually, it was windy many, many, many nights. All right, so let's look at the map. Where's the map here? We're not done. So we're looking at the. Can you see that, Dave? wasn't
I
making
can,
it's
yeah.
up. Okay, good. So yeah, it's you broke down, and the nearest town was Logan, right there, and the Kansas Wetland Educational Center is where we spent the night, and then we went down to Great Bend, Kansas, all the way down there, and you decide that. Let me stop sharing this here. All right, go back. You decide that you're gonna.
Yes.
I thought you were. Well, we had two scenarios. One was that you were going to try to get your son out and get the trailer and trailer,
Yes.
everything back. The other scenario you came up with is that we met this guy at Perkins where we were at, and he offered you a garage and a place to stay and all this stuff. Really, really nice guy.
Yes. He called me yesterday to check on me.
Oh, see, that's how nice this guy is.
Yeah. He was a super nice guy.
Yeah, I'm going to play that video that morning, and let me find that. Let's see here. I believe, yeah, this one here is the next one. I got to go back here and share, present, share screen, and it's. I think this one's the one. Nope, that's not the one. I'm supposed to be prepared for this stuff. Let me just share that tab. I know where it's at over here. And there. Okay, there it is. Share this tab here. All right, so I'm going to play this video.
Howdy, y'all. Let's start right here. This is day 31, and I'm here in Great Bend, Kansas. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Rex, 31 days.
Dave has some bad luck going on. Tell him.
Remember, my other motorcycles in Maryland broke down, flew home, I drove over 3,000 miles to Maine, all the way back. Now we're in Kansas. But my clutch decided to go out. We put a new clutch in. It lasted 50 miles. The second clutch is starting to go out, too.
All right, Dave is probably going to get his son to come up and trailer it back, and I'll be on my own again. I'm going to cry. That's what it is today. Well, hopefully he'll get it figured out pretty quick, but if he doesn't, it's still okay. And I am going to finish the 48 states for sure in time.
I told him if I get it fixed, that maybe I can meet him up North State. I give him my all. I really did.
Catch you on the road. Great Bend, Kansas. I should
So,
be in New Mexico today.
a lot of people ask me what was the matter with that, and it was kind of shuddering still, had a little shudder in it, and was still like wanting to slip. And how I ended up getting it home was I took all the adjustment out of the clutch, where it was basically riding the clutch, because I had to make one stop to get home, but I did that in that guy's driveway. I took all the adjustment out that I possibly could out of the clutch. But by doing that, the clutch wasn't going to last too long either. You know, every time I would
Yeah,
have stopped, it still wanted to like lunge forward there.
that is true. So, uh, yeah. All right. Now, those were your problems.
Yes. Oh, it wasn't over either.
Well, I know, but we're going to talk about some of the problems I had. And I didn't make a fancy map for all this, but um, I do have the videos on this. The first one that we had that I had problems with the bike was actually the muffler on mine. You happen to notice it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to play this video here.
We got a little problem. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, the muffler came loose. Bolt goes through there into here, and there's a nut connected to this. Dave happened to see it. I didn't even hear anything different or nothing happening. So, got to get it fixed. That's our little fix to keep this
That Vicks didn't work.
No.
muffler from falling off till we get to the hardware store. We're rigging this muffler up here so it doesn't fall off. I don't know how those straps are going to do with the heat. What do you think?
That worked.
It's a good thing we put that on there, actually.
Yeah, I think so too.
The other one would not have lasted.
We got to make it 15 miles, I guess.
Yeah,
And
to
hopefully
the
they got a bolt.
hopefully. Well, got a new bolt in there. It's all fixed up.
Okay. That was my first problem. And I would have never known that was happening until I probably would have heard something fall off the bike.
Yeah, or something get damaged.
Yeah, or something. So, but anyway, Dave noticed it. The auto parts store actually had the bolt, and we put it on, and it worked.
It worked
All
good.
right. The next one. Let's see here. This was on day 29. And let's see here.
Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. It's day 29, and it's always something. Dave's rear tire needs to be replaced. Got a new front tire. Dave has
This is the wrong video.
Yeah, that's what we had to replace both tires before I left on the other half of the trip.
Yeah, that was in St. Joseph. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's the other problem. Yeah, see, it was just spinning. It wasn't moving anything.
Oh, okay.
And I can tell you where this happened. All right. So that happening on that was that when I was at Four Corners, I made sure that I rode all the way around the pavilion to make sure I was there. Let's see. Hello, handpick waving. Yeah. So, yeah, I rode all the way around, and one time, hey, ZZ twin cams on. Congrats on your finish for the 48 and 48. Thank you. It wasn't the smoothest road around the pavilion, and I hit a pothole, and then boom, I heard a boom. So I get off the bike and I look around, I don't see anything. Well, that's how the clutch got bent and broke. So it was all my fault. Yes, indeed.
And Four Corners was one of them places on my list to make it to.
That's true. All right, the next one. These are all my problems.
Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. Today is day 35, and I'm still here in Gallup, New Mexico. No new added states yesterday. I was delayed one whole day just fixing the trailer. Yeah, I know. It snowed last night. It snowed this morning. Yep, it snowed. I woke up, peeked out the window, and saw the snow coming down. Well, it was supposed to be cold all the way over to Flagstaff. Not what I came down to the south for. Hoping I make it over to at least Flagstaff today. My goal was to be in Las Vegas, and the wind is supposed to be blowing like crazy today. We'll see what happens. Catch you on the road here in Gallup, New Mexico in the cold.
We did have a lot of cold and windy days.
We sure did. Hey, Jeff. It's good seeing you. Jeff Smith just hop on. We're starting to have people hop on now. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, it snowed. Now, I can tell you that I was down and out. My mental state at that time was I was wanting to quit. It was just like, I am not having any fun. This is miserable. It's just was a deal. And I was talking to one of my friends, and he says, just get up your ass and go. So that was my pep talk. So I did. All right, let's see then. I don't think this is really a problem, but I wanted to share this because I could not see about a half a car length in front of me when I was in Oklahoma.
The old dust storms.
There was a big dust storm. That was just adding on to my pile. So, yeah. Did y'all see that, or did that come up? I thought that came up.
It did not come up.
It did not?
Mm-mm.
What the heck? And we'll just try it again real quick. I won't show the whole thing. So you seeing that now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now this is a hyper mode, so that's a good 15 minutes right there of that sandstorm. It just was crazy. That's Montana scenery was beautiful when you were passing through there. Yes, it was. Thank you. That was from ZZ. So yeah, that was just one thing that was being added on to it. Now, trailer problem. I had another problem with the trailer. Let's share this tab and let's play this.
Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. Today I got a little bit of a delay. I've got to do a little bit of a repair on the trailer. The battery came disconnected, and I'm working on it. They got everything piled up on top of the motorcycle there. I pulled everything out of the trailer. Black to the battery has got disconnected, so there was no power getting from the solar panel. That's what I'm fixing. I should be done here with about 30 minutes. I'm not fixing to go. I'm fixing the trailer. Catch you on the road.
All right. That trailer, the black wire was on the controller from the solar panel, which charges my battery, and it died. And I made this. I should do a video on it. I made a makeshift cable to plug into the slow charger port. Hey, it's Steve Robb. He's on. Yeah, and then I had another connection just like that on the winch. So I just plugged that in after I made the cable and plugged it in over there and started the motorcycle, and I used the motorcycle battery to lift the trailer. So I was able to sleep in it that night. So when I was in Gallup with the winch problem, I should have mentioned this. I didn't. I was at a Cracker Barrel, and when I set the trailer up, and then I hit the winch to lift the top. That's when I found out the winch was broke. So I went and found a cheap hotel because I just didn't have any way to lift the trailer. So, all right, next item. All right, I'm going to share this tab, and we're going to play this.
Well, it's time to get a new tire on the motorcycle. So I stopped here at JP Cycles in Sturgis, South Dakota, and I got me a tire. JP Cycles is where I'm at, and I just got a new tire. Now I got to get the tire put on, and it cost me $272. Yeah, for a motorcycle tire. Here it is right here. Now I just got to get it put on because they don't put it on here. And it's already 5 o'clock, so I'm going to stay here for the night, find somebody in the morning to put the tire on. Yeah, everything will be great. And I'll head on. Catch you on the road at JP Cycles in Sturgis, South Dakota.
All right, that tire is definitely was expensive, and it cost me $130 to get it put on. So fixing that's
a big tire.
Yeah, it was an expensive tire, considering that the Shinkos that I was running, which I actually like. Actually, I love those tires. And those tires were also, and I don't love them because they were donated. Well, kind of, when I started the trip. But that rear tire lasted right about 9,000 miles. And the front is still got great tread on there. So, and usually I have to do 2 to 1, the rear tire to the front tire. So anyhow, that was an expensive there. And I had to use my emergency credit card for that. So, and I knew I was going to have to I thought I was going to have to put another tire on anyway. So I knew it was going to happen. So that was that. Let's see. This one says more trailer problems. Let's share this tab. All right.
Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. Got another trailer problem. Dave's helped me out with it. Almost lost my license plate. It was just hanging on, and I got those re-riveted in. And then the tail light here.
Let me stop this real quick and tell you guys, I think this is after this video, but Dave came back and met up with me in South Dakota.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit, but that's why Dave was there. So anyhow, let's finish this up. Play button.
Light.
Temporary fix.
It's got a temporary fix that broke off. So we're putting it back together.
Okay.
Catch you on the road for the 48 in 48.
There we go. So we got that temporary fixed, and we actually fixed everything back at his place.
The right way.
The right way. Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Kind of. Moose Knuckles, hey buddy, good to see you on. y'all missed probably most of this other stuff. You can see the video on most of Dave's problems.
Problem.
Yeah. So this video here that we're fixing to see, I'm using fixing again, fixing to see, is
Patty on Lone Star Rider here. Today's day 44. Woohoo! And look who I ran into. I'm back again. Where are we at?
We are in Summit, South Dakota.
Summit, South Dakota. We're heading up to North Dakota, Minnesota, and all that other stuff today. And it's got freaking cold.
Check out the mountain peaks there.
Oh yeah, the ice where they pushed around. This is called Coffee Cup Park. Now we made up here last night. I was in Aberdeen. I was going to stay there, and he arrived here, so I went in and came over 72 more miles over here. Yes, and it is cold, but it's supposed to get up to about 54, so that's not too bad. We're all packed up. We're going to go find a cafe somewhere. Catch you on the road.
all right. So Dave came back, and I can't tell you how much that lifted my spirits.
You thought I was a goner.
Well, not even that, because all I was doing miles and states, miles and states, miles and states, and hitting places here and there that were on the route. I mean, even going through Wyoming, I went through the corner of Wyoming. It was like 15 minutes in Wyoming from I can't remember the state anyway, into South Dakota. Anyhow, so I just caught states and miles, states and miles, states and miles, and I was getting wore out just doing that. So let's see what's on the next video. Okay, so we're trying to get to Nebraska. Is that right?
Well, we went to North Dakota first, and then
Yeah, we went to North Dakota and we went to other states, which I think at that time we had three states. Well, I did 3 states left, but you were coming in with me, which was absolutely awesome, and it like I said, it lifted my spirits big time. But when we got close to Nebraska, we had this happen here. So I'm going to show this video here and share this tab instead and play this.
must be the thunderstorm.
You see that big old cloud out there in front of us?
It's not playing. It's not on. You're not on, Rex.
Do what now?
You're not on.
Oh,
It's
I'm
not
not
playing. Mm-mm.
Oh, damn it. I hate when that happens. What in the add to stream? There it goes. All right. Well, there it is. So let's see if it plays this time. Yeah, we're seeing that now. So at this moment, we're not that far from this is where I decided to head.
Here comes the rain.
The rain is coming. And if any of you guys that are riders out there, you know it's not good to be out there where there's lightning going on.
We literally got stopped and then it just cut loose.
And he's not kidding. It cut loose. It started hailing, and we got there just in time
And how?
because it was already getting wet, but not much. Well, we're thinking that, oh, we're not that far from Nebraska. And somebody tells me, hey, we're like 8 miles from Nebraska at that gas station.
Mhm.
So, hey, RV Rebel Girl, I'm glad you stopped. So we go, we after the rain kind of lightened up a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, we decide we're gonna go eat and camp out at the local Cracker Barrel. And I chose not to go on the freeway. I didn't think I was gonna be able to see that good. And I think you figured that out too, Dave.
Oh, it was coming down. It right when we left, it had kind of lightened up a little bit, but as soon as we left, it come back down in buckets again.
Yeah, so we were pretty much wet when we got to the Cracker Barrel and we parked. And we're thinking we're in Nebraska.
We did. I said, we're in Nebraska.
We're going, we're going to do a video out here on the porch and go, woohoo, made it to Nebraska. Well, I'm looking at the map and I'm going, this ain't in Nebraska.
We looked at the bill from Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
The bill said Iowa.
So we were not in Nebraska. So, but we camped out there. And the next day was a little bit better, I think. Let me see if there's something in here I got that stopped by storms. I'm not going to show that one. Day 46. I think I'll show this one here. In the tab, back here, hit play.
Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. It's day 46, and I thought I got my other state in, but I didn't.
We would have to run and leave.
We're getting in Nebraska. It's a good thing for we're getting into Nebraska Day, and we missed it by 4 miles. Is that right?
4 miles.
4 miles.
We thought we were here.
Yeah, we spent the night here at the Cracker Barrel.
Okay, we already talked about that. Here's the video that nope, that's not the video. Okay, so anyway, we did make it over to Nebraska. That was the last day. Woohoo! Then we went to Dave's place, which wasn't that far. We made it back to St. Joseph, Missouri, and was there for 2 or 3 days. And because we were working on the trailer lights, that's what we were doing. Dave helped me out with his expertise with the trailer lights and got those fixed. So very cool. And then after that, I left and went down to Fort Worth, Texas, and I've been in Fort Worth for the last 4 days now. Yeah, and so Dave, what do you think about the ride all together, except for your problems?
Yeah, it happens sometimes, but then again, I write a lot, so eventually something's going to happen. I can tell you, you probably don't know too many people that's actually rode 10,000 miles in that short a period of time. There's very, very few people. And
Yeah.
kind of surprises you, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And I know Dave has spent more money than me on this ride because he bought a plane ticket. He was even thinking about buying a bike
I did.
just to finish this ride. That shows how much dedication he had to this. And then he just finally had to throw in the towel. And I am so glad that he met up with me to finish off the ride for me, which was just absolutely awesome. Lifted my spirits. I was just happy as a jaybird.
and if I'd known about this extra plate in the clutch deal, I probably could have had it fixed the first time, on the side of the road. Because just putting the extra plate in probably would have pretty much fixed it, or at least got it, finished out on the trip. But I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, and you still got to fix your other bike in Maryland.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's going to be flying back out to there. That adds to the cost of what he's spending.
Yeah, I already got the
this.
plane ticket for it, but
Yeah.
you can add another, on that.
Now I have raised, or we have. I should let me rephrase this. We have raised, Dave and I have raised a little over $6,000, and I guarantee you, we both spent more money on this trip than that. Gas alone almost matches.
Yeah. I've had people just ask me, well, why didn't you just write them a check and instead of going on the trip? Well, that really wasn't the point. The point was I was going to go on the trip anyway.
Yes, he was. And the other point was to raise awareness also.
Right.
And I'm still collecting on that on the 48-48.com, which is in the link below. And writingforacure.com, for you guys that have not paid your pledges yet, that's where you do it. And for you guys that have already paid, thank you very much. And I thank for everybody's pledges. And share the heck out of all the videos, because I'm still going to be collecting on this. I want to see the amount get to 10 grand. That was the goal. So we fell short of a little under $4,000, but hey, 6 grand is nothing to sneeze at.
That worked pretty good.
Yeah, and y'all know that this is near and dear to my heart. This deal that I've been doing for the last 5 years. So share the heck out of it. All those links. Go watch all, and I did all my videos in shorts. I did the first video and edited, and I haven't still put it up. It's a long video of the first day. I'm going to go ahead and put it up. That's when I decided to start doing shorts, because they were just easy, shorts and reels, because I did this on Facebook and Instagram too. They call them reels, and YouTube calls them shorts. So if you haven't seen all those videos, go watch them. They're a minute long, all of them. That's what shorts are, 1 minute videos or less. And a lot of the videos are less than a minute. And it was just a lot easier for me to post up and get it out there and let people know what we were doing. So if you haven't seen those, go to my channel, which you're on probably now. LoneStarRider.tv will get you there. And check those out. And Dave's channel, Dave's Crazy Trailer channel's link is down below. And go check out his channel, because
You can watch me fix my bike on the side of the highway. Just this weekend. Again.
Yeah, he went down to Arkansas and he had to redo the little spring clip popped out of the clutch. I think it's possessed. Dave.
I think so too. Demon spawn, that's for dang sure.
Yeah, it's a demon spawn. So, also, Dave, I put in the mail today T-shirt.
Wow, that's
for
cool.
you.
Just
these
for
were
me?
these were supposed to come in before we left, and they screwed up. So, and if you want to get one of these T-shirts, tell me, and I'll make sure.
You'll have my mug on there, huh?
Yeah, you can have our ugly mug on. There's Dave's. That's mine. There's Dave's. Yeah.
Well,
So right. So I got a shirt coming to you, and I have one also. And I also have these shirts here. If you want these shirts here, it says "Writing for a Cure." Writing for a Cure. And then it says "Eat, Rest, and Repeat."
Red Russian.
Well, not this one. This is the one that I had printed up because it's got
Oh.
my logo, and this logo right here is on the back, and it's bigger.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, but I do have 4 other of those Red Roof Inn shirts. They don't say eat. You got to eat.
Oh, that's true.
Certainly do.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that is it. I'm probably not going to do any more 48 and 48 videos, I don't think. I will be uploading the routes from Relive, and also the first through the 6th or 7th day, me going to Florida, those will be up. And then I was asked to put all the videos. That camping chick, hey, how you doing? Thank you, I appreciate that. Yes, we did make it home, and thanks for the congratulations. I appreciate that. Um, the one thing that I could say about this whole ride that I've already told you about the frustrations I had and my mental state when I was finishing the ride without David is that I am never, ever going to do a ride that puts me on a time limit.
Right.
Because
agree.
I'd probably still be on the ride. So I didn't get to see Glacier National Park. There was a bunch of places I did not get to go see. That was on my list and Dave's list. So
I totally agree there because we would have stopped and seen a whole lot more.
yes, and the places that I stopped and saw, like Four Corners, but there was another reason for stopping there to get, all those states at one time, were pretty much on the way. And then I found a couple of places that were pretty cool, especially when I popped into California and out. There was this really outdoor air museum and a glass bottle house. Something I saw, I stopped and checked those out because they were just there. So very, very, very cool. All right. How long have we been on? We've been on for a
Hour and
while.
7 minutes.
Hour and 7 minutes. Yep, that's what it says. So I figured this was going to be a little bit of a long video because I had all these videos queued up, and of course they were all less than a minute. But they did explain, the breakdowns that mostly Dave had, and the repairs and breakdowns I had. So yeah, and most of mine were the trailer. It wasn't the motorcycle. I had the motorcycle. I think the muffler was the big one in the tire, and that was it. And the tire wasn't really a breakdown. It was something that was expected. Anyhow, I'm just kind of mumbling now. Dave, I appreciate you going with me on this trip. And I did find some cool stuff. And but that probably got my sanity back down, finding those stuff. So anyhow, and there's some places I would like to go back. I think we're both going to go to Sturgis. Is that right?
Yeah, that's my plans. I'll probably bring the new bike to Sturgis.
You
You won't notice the difference.
we kind of briefly talked about this, so maybe we can talk about this right now. Is that we both really want to do the Route 66 all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to Dave. I said, maybe we ought to go down to LA, start on Route 66, go all the way up, and then go to Sturgis. And no time limit. We both been on different parts of Route 66, but we haven't done the whole thing. I would like to do the whole thing.
Yeah, I've done about half of it.
Yeah, me too. Somewhere around there. So anytime, if you guys in the comments think we ought to do that, let us know. Dave's over there going, I don't know if I want to do this. But it would be pretty cool. And Dave and I get along pretty good. We haven't killed each other. Yeah, we haven't killed each other yet. So yeah, we may do that. I definitely want to sleep in one of the teepees there on Route 66. That's one of my bucket lists.
I slept in one in Kentucky.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was that on Route 66?
Well, no, it's
Okay.
Kentucky's Route 66, not through Kentucky. It's down there by the
Yeah, I
cave,
didn't think
by
so.
Mammoth Cave.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was. Yeah, but I want to do the one on Route 66. So put that in your budget.
They probably get a lot of money for that, huh?
Not really. I think it was around like 70 to $80 to stay the night. Of course, it might be more than that now. With all this inflation going.
Oh, ain't there a lot of inflation going? There ain't no doubt about that.
That is for sure.
We spent a lot of money on gas. That's all.
Oh my gosh. You know what? When we first started this, I didn't think it was going to be that much, but it was. Yeah, I mean, probably close to $100 a day. So, you know,
Probably. Can you imagine having a big RV or something trying to do that? Yeah. And we got
crazy.
reasonably good gas mileage. I couldn't imagine.
Reasonably. Yeah, but yeah, it was that much. I mean, stop and got gas, what, 4 or 5 times a day, you know? It's kind of
A
like,
lot of times, yeah.
Yep. And the wind didn't help.
No.
All right.
No.
Let's end this and say goodbye to everybody. Unless somebody has a question, you got a question, pop it up there. Yeah, please do, because I am getting ready to end this broadcast for both on Facebook and there. And I haven't seen a video from Moose Knuckles lately. He must be on sabbatical or something like that. Let's see. Anyhow, yeah, nobody's asking a question, so we're going to go. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate you following along with us. I appreciate the guys that pledged for this this charity that I'm doing, and it's been awesome. I really appreciate everybody. You, Dave?
All right. Yeah, I don't know if I lost you just now, but okay, I'm still on there.
We're saying bye, Dave.
All right. Bye. We'll see you.
All righty. Thanks, guys.
All
Y'all
right.
have a good evening, good week, and all that. Oh, boy, by the way, I will be in Kerrville, Texas this weekend. So, all right. Bye.
Take care. Bye.